Hello, lovelies. Today we have Amanda, and she is a super mompreneur coach, and you'll learn so much from her today. So excited to have you here. Hi, Amanda.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for coming in. Today, she will share with us a bit of her story, how great it is for her, to be a mom and actually be a business owner as well. And we're going to learn so much from her. I'm just so excited. And let's welcome her. Hi there.
Hello, thank you. I'm honored to be here. So I just want to introduce myself. I am a coach for mompreneurs, and just give you a little bit about my story of why I started to be an mompreneur, and just with me just being general of being a mom.
Yes,
So.
please go for it. Yes, we would love to hear. And I'm sure whatever you have to share with us, whoever is watching us will be so important for them as well, because I know your story and I think so many ladies will relate with your story. So please go ahead.
Okay. So for years, I was a single mom of three, juggling work, family, endless to-do list. I was running on autopilot. I was giving to everyone else, but I wasn't, fulfilling my needs. My energy was drained. My confidence was shattered. And I was losing disconnect with myself and with my kids, the most
Mm.
people that I love. So 3 years ago, I decided enough was enough. I needed to make a change in my life. So I started out small. What really helped me is I woke up earlier than my kids, to
Mm-hmm.
have quiet moments for prayer, for gratitude, and for journaling. And that really shift to help me, reclaim my energy, my peace,
Mm-hmm.
and it just the little things just made a big difference in my life. And then a year ago, before I got married, I
Yeah.
found out.
Congrats.
Thank you, thank you. I found out that my corporate job was eliminated. And what felt like a setback was really a blessing, because it pushed me to,
Mm.
to step into my full purpose of being an entrepreneur. And, that just God placed this on my heart, and it's been something that I've always wanted to do. I just didn't know how to do it. And, with me being a single mom for so many years, I always had to put
Mm.
my dreams and desires aside. And I did question myself. At my
Yeah.
age, I was like, can I really do this? But I just realized that, freedom and balance and fulfillment was just so important in my life, that I just took the leap of faith, and, I did it. And
Yes.
um,
It's
so,
impressive. Oh, thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you for being so open and thank you for sharing. This is it's huge. What you just said there are so many moms in this situation when they feel stuck. So I remember when I spoke with you as well, you mentioned about, you don't want them to feel burnout. You don't want them to be in that state like they are not good enough and they are just on the second place all the time because they prioritize the kids. And especially as a single mom, I can imagine with three of them, how difficult your journey was. I'm really curious. I know you mentioned that you said this is enough. Do you remember the day you decided that? And what made you actually, say, this is it? I make a change.
it was really affecting me physically and mentally. I
Hmm.
was just exhausted. I just felt like, I lost myself where I was just like, okay, I love being a mom. To me, like my kids are my world. And, I always knew when, I grew up, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be a good mom. But then I was like, what am I beyond being a mom?
Hmm.
And so I had to really just look back and just be like, okay, what is my true identity? You know, and so, yes, I just knew that, I just started to just really take care of myself. And if I didn't, I knew I wasn't going to show up as my best self and show up for my kids to be a good mother.
Hmm, absolutely. I love that. And taking care of yourself, someone could just say like it's selfish, but it's not. You
Mhm.
do need that in order to look after your kids and now obviously your husband as well, and just to have energy to do other things. Could you share with us maybe a ritual? I know you mentioned that you started waking up a bit early, which is fantastic. So you had your me time, which is perfect. I love that. Is there anything else maybe that you could share with us, something that worked for you as looking after your self-care and starting doing that as a habit in your life?
What I started to really do is just make sure that I was prioritizing my time. I think balance is really important, with being a mom, because, we go, 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 we have an endless checklist. But I had to just take my top priorities, and then, just learn to delegate, ask for more help, so I can be like, hey, this is my time. Like I take an hour out of my day. So basically I go to the gym, or, I take a walk. Um, and those are my things because I'm like, this is my me time. It just recharges me. So I just think that with time blocking really helps a lot. And then I had to learn that, we make appointments, we make it so important that I had to make self-care non-negotiable for myself.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I love that. That's amazing. And I know you said that obviously in your case, it was a case of this is it, you don't really have a job now. So now you have to do it, which this is sometimes I feel like God honestly gives us, those moments when they gives no option. And probably you've been thinking about it so long and you
Yes.
never really had the courage to do it. And then it just shows like this is it. You have to do it. So is there a lesson that maybe you learned in this journey, like just starting out? E- Because I'm pretty sure we do have moms really at the beginning of their journey, and they're just considering it. Should they give their job and actually be an entrepreneur? Is there maybe something that you learned and you'd like to share with us?
What I would learn is, we all have dreams and we all have desires and we all have visions, and whatever that looks like, sometimes the time isn't right away because, with my situation, on me being a single mom for so long, I was like, this was my dream. I wanted more freedom. I wanted to be home with my kids. I wanted to balance, and everything like that. But I didn't have time to invest in myself,
Mm.
um, you know, to do it. So, what I would advise is if God has placed that on your heart and you truly feel something like, urging at you, or, something, and you feel like, hey, I am just meant for so much more in this world, just go for it, whatever it takes, and I had to learn, with my age too, where I was just like, can I really learn something new? Like, am I too old for this? Am I crazy? Am I like dreaming too much? So
No. No, you're not. Age is just a
so
number. Absolutely. And this is the beauty of it. You're always learning. And as far as you want to improve and learn new skills, and I'm always saying, just take the step. You don't need to see the whole, process, and you don't really know to figure it out now. If you see the first step, then just go for it. And, the next steps will just follow. So I love so much about you that you do mention about God, and you found your faith. And I think this is another crucial thing, because when we feel lost, if you don't really feel that, there is something more than just you. So could you maybe talk a little bit about this journey? And is there something you've been always, with so close to God, or is just something you just recently discovered more and more?
To be honest, I always knew God,
Mm,
I was brought up, with church, with my family, everything like that. And I kind of, the older I got, I kind of was just like, lost him a little bit, but always knew him, if that makes sense,
yeah.
But I think what really changed my life is this past year, I've really worked on myself, spiritually and everything,
Mm,
is really making God the top priority before anything, like in my
mm-hmm,
life, with, with anything I do, with my work to, anything. And just making sure that he is in the center of my life, letting him, guide me. Having faith is huge, you know,
mm,
and I had, and I really had to learn that. And I think with my journey of being an entrepreneur, he just, I had to hold on to that faith,
yeah.
of trust his promises.
Mm-hmm,
Um, so I think what really helped me is I had peace through all of it. And I believe, a lot of moms are looking for that, because we don't want stress, we don't want the worry, we don't want the anxiety, and
yes.
everything. So I feel like even though I didn't have the full picture yet, and I honestly really didn't know what the outcome was going to look like, I just, walked in faith and just had peace with it as long as I was going, where I didn't second guess it of like, should I do this? Should I not do this? Because I knew how hard and the challenges and the struggles. I was like, no, I know this is it. This is my
Yeah.
final destination. So,
I love that. And it's so important and so empowering. You don't feel alone. And then you feel like, yes, I am on my right, the
mhm,
right path for you, because we
mhm,
all do have our own gifts. And I love when you said about it. If God gives you to see that you can do more, then trust it and have faith and just start. And then just, you know, let the universe and let everything else to guide you. And it's so, I love it when you connect with new people and you connect with the right people that need to show up in your life at the right time. And it's a blessing. I love that a lot. And I'm so glad you are here today and you are sharing your story. And I remember when we spoke last time, you mentioned to me how much you love to see the transformation in your clients, how much you want them to break through and no longer, feel unseen, unworthy, and everything you've been through, because you are coaching now based on your own experience. So you transform your life around and now you're teaching others, and especially other moms. Tell me more about the business and tell me more about what do you like about your business and what do you actually do?
Okay, so I'm a life coach for mompreneurs, and I help them to conquer burnout, overwhelm, balance work and family life, integrate self-care practices, and also I help them to thrive in both their business and their life.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's amazing. And you do one-to-one coaching with them and you guide them through their areas that actually they need the most attention of, I guess.
Yes, yeah. So I have like tools, strategies, like, we make a plan. I really help with a lot of like the positive mindset too, because I feel like that's where it all begins.
Hmm.
And then just, just take them through their journey, of whatever, their most struggles and, their dreams, their desires. So.
Hmm. That's perfect. And from, everyone you work with so far, is there a pattern that maybe you saw? I know, let's talk about balance, for example. Was there a pattern that maybe you saw on all those women you work with already? Are they dealing with the same struggles in a way?
Yes, I think mompreneurs have a lot of struggle with balancing work and family life, and they just, they get overwhelmed and they just have so much. And, it's hard because you want to succeed so much in your business. And then you want to succeed in your family as well, and
Hmm.
you don't want to take away that time. So what I really help is more like the time blocking, the time management, and then, taking the top priorities, because, sometimes we have a whole checklist or what we have, and we're it's like, oh, we want to get this done, we want to get this done, we want to get this done. So really what I help them with is just having more grace for themselves,
Hmm.
having progress over perfection.
Yes.
I had to learn that myself,
Mm.
and just prioritizing, their time.
That's a
It's,
game changer. Yes,
yes.
absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that. I do see that quite often as well. And we feel like everything is important. But hold on, which of those things you have on paper now are non-negotiable for you, for your business, or for your family? Yeah, that's so plays such a huge, role in the way you actually live your life. And then you don't feel so stressed anymore because that's it. And then let's see is there anything I could delegate from those, from those tasks? And this is another thing I learned the hard way. I was terrified, to give someone I don't know, the power to do something for myself. It sounds really ridiculous, but I learned this on during my wedding when I was planning my wedding. Even if I had my bridesmaids, I had my mom, my sister, and the loved ones. And I remember my sister was saying, give them tasks, tell them what to do, tell them how to help you. And I was like, oh no, I want to do everything on my own. This was huge. I had the wedding, more than 200 people. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wish someone could help me. And they wanted to help me, but I was rubbish in delegating it. And I was rubbish in saying, what to do. And oh gosh, I learned this very hard on. But now it's much easier, absolutely. So
Good.
it's good. Now you tell me a bit about what are you working on at the moment. Is there a project you work on? Is there something that you would like to share with us and where people could find you?
Okay. So what I'm working on is I'm working on more having, workshops, and I'm working on having more events. Because I'm all about community right now with moms, supporting them, encouraging them, uplifting. And, sometimes it's just good to get away from being like a mom, for a little bit and just relating more to moms, just feeling like, hey, I'm not alone in this journey. So I'm really trying to bring more community, together,
Mm-hmm.
with moms as well. So just have a lot of, events for myself, planned,
Mm-hmm.
and how you can find me is on Facebook. And feel free, to message me if you have any questions or, further questions about the burnout and, how to balance your time and, not feel so overwhelmed and thrive both in your, your business and in your life. So, I would be happy to, answer any, questions that you have.
Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you, Amanda. That's great. So what I would say, I will put all your details here. And if you like to contact Amanda, send her a butterfly so she knows you're coming from this community. So obviously, we spoke about something really nice, and she said she will give you some discounts if you want to work with her further moving forward. So do that, send her some butterflies, and then she'll be there to support you and guide you and do her magic because she's amazing in what she does. And I love you being here. And I love how open you are and how honest you are and how real you are, because you've been through those struggles and your mission is so beautiful now that you want to help others. And it's incredible, especially when you see their stories and you see how you met them and you know how much progress they made. This is incredible. And I think this is what gives you more satisfaction in your job. I mean, job,
Well,
your business. Yeah.
well, thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate it. And you're amazing yourself. And I'm honored to be here. And thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. Thank you, Amanda. Is there anything you like to tell us in the end? Is there a quote maybe or something that you usually go by? Just something, let's say, meaningful in the end of our interview.
Moms, I just want to put it out there. Just stop surviving and just start thriving. So you deserve it. You deserve everything, your dreams and desires, that you have in your life. You deserve peace. You deserve fulfillment. And just don't be afraid to go and just really fulfill those dreams and goals.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Amanda. It was lovely having you, and we keep in touch. All the best. Bye.
Thank you so much.